Well, guys, this
We're
week
back.
this week feels so strange because we of course are starting at an earlier time. Um this week also I feel like we're going back to our roots. We're doing some reviews. It kind of feels like everything's rejuvenated, everything's wild.
It is. It is. I hope that I hope this time works for everybody. But again, if it doesn't, we can always go back to 9. But
True.
I think it just kind of fit. Like I thought about 7 because I'm like, that's you just like always consistently stream at 7
I do.
besides on Monday. So I'm like, this might really work. You know what I mean? And a little bit earlier, we get like our people that miss our shows because they're asleep. We'll see. We'll see.
Speaking of Mondays, we're technically streaming over Ryan.
He'll be all right.
People were in his chat laughing. Listen, Ryan doesn't own this
Richard,
time slot.
Richard, don't be starting drama, okay? I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't
Yes.
need Ryan. Listen, Ryan didn't even get us the Fox plushie.
I
He
know,
was
how
in
could
Japan.
he?
He was like, "These girls suck. I'm not getting them anything."
I know, he didn't try hard enough.
He did not.
But yes, we're starting at 7 for the foreseeable future. Maybe this will be our normal time slot. Maybe we will go back. Who knows? But it's kind of wild that we've almost been doing this show for a year. Like, we are
I
very
know.
quickly approaching that. And so,
We'll have a
sometimes things are,
special.
yeah, we have to figure out what we're gonna do.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna plan some fun stuff out. Maybe we'll have some guests. Should we have Ryan on?
I don't think he's gonna like that one, that's for sure. Maybe we could do like I remember around Halloween we were talking about like special like alcoholic drinks and stuff. Maybe we could do like a
Yes.
Resident Evil themed one or something. And we could have like
I
a little
got you.
competition between us on who makes the more appetizing looking drink. So we'll
Oh
see.
yeah.
There's some good ideas. We could be a little bit competitive with it.
Oh, I'm down.
Um,
Who
but
loves Leon more? Excuse me.
which one?
End of stream. Stream just got cut.
You know what, Wicked? You want to know who loves it more? I don't know. Wicked, why don't you give us your opinion? Thank you for your commentary. It is me.
No, it's not. Okay, I beg
No,
to differ, ma'am.
no. I hate myself that I think I bought 2 sets of pops because I bought all the free run ones. It's like 9 pops, bought them all. But now I
Bottom
might
off.
actually get the Resident Evil. Oh no. I feel like this is me getting too old now, like old grandmas collecting trinkets. Like I feel suddenly I'm collecting hunks of plastic, and that really kind of bothers me.
It's okay because listen, I'm not a big Funko person. I like ones like okay, here's an example of like a special one. It looks exactly like from the game, right? This is cute. I love this. Thank you again, Wiley, for this. Then again, I'm usually always gifted if I get a Funko, right?
Yeah.
I have maybe like 4 or 5, and they're special edition ones. But I think I'm gonna get Jill and Leon. I have all. I mean, how much? I get the tubs. I have a tub addiction. I have all the friends. I have.
I saw a Sauron tub and it's like a mini one. Oh shit.
I have a lot of tubs. Like, okay, I calm down with them, right? Because I'm like, listen, if I'm just gonna keep
Running
them
out
in a
of
box,
space.
yes, that too. But if they're just gonna stay in a box, I'm like, let's not do it. But I will display like the Resident Evil ones. They're really cool. I love. I mean, these are adorable. The plushies are
They
really
are.
cute, but I do also have like the tubs, which I got to go through. I found a box of them. I have doubles, so I think I'm going to be sending Vera some of the doubles of the Resident
Hey,
Evil
my
ones.
trinkets.
Her
I need
trink-
more trinkets.
She's going to be like in a box, like, don't touch,
My
don't touch my wicked
touches.
gifts.
Yeah. I still have all the gifts that you had sent me in a specific box because I had never made like a 5 or a 10-minute video recording all of it, so I need to
Aw.
do that because Bilbo keeps sticking his head in the box like, "Hey, what's in here?"
Stuff for me?
Yeah. But that's how he is. But I feel like a lot has happened just today. We've gotten the Grand Theft Auto news, which we're going to talk about. Supergirl reviews are out, and not that we necessarily trust the access media and the journalists, but even they are saying that it's bad, which is when Grace Randolph says something is bad, that means it's either going to be a legitimate 10 out of 10 movie of the year or it is going to be total and complete garbage. And I just don't foresee Supergirl being a 10 out of 10 since other people like Chris Gore have said that it isn't very good. God of War news and them saying, oh, the guys, this game's been in development for almost 10 years now, and the queue was always planned. I'm pressing X to doubt. I do not believe that. And yeah, we have quite a few quick hits, and we are going to be talking Spider-Man Noir. We're going to be talking House of the Dragon. We're going to be talking Obsession.
I try to do.
It's a
I
busy
can't. Can you
day.
do it? Can you do the face? I mean, we're not going to review it right now, but her physical acting was fantastic. I've been trying, like, since I went to go see it, to go. I can't do like the frown that she does.
I don't know.
She
I
does
think
it so defined, like it's literally like a big smiley face, but upside down. She's like,
yeah, I want to find a picture
can't
of
do
it
it.
so that I can compare our really
Forget looks
poor,
maxing. Vara and I are gonna compete in the frown maxing.
our really poor like copies of it. But I don't I don't see one here. But I know what frown you're talking about.
She's like,
No,
I can't do it. She just has it so freaking defined. Like, we'll get into that.
no,
I'll find
yeah.
it. I'll find it and send it to you.
But yes. So hi guys, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're all doing good. Dev, thank you for the 199 super sticker. I was baiting the trolls a little bit because there's this person. Well, there's like 2 or 3 people that consistently come into every one of my live stream pre-streams now and say like zero donos, grifter, bad grifter, whatever, and I egg them on. And I know that was in response to it. So
Atta
thank
girl.
you for the 199. Listen, if they don't like my content, they don't have to be here. You know, just go do
But they
something
love
else.
it. That's why they're
They
here.
do.
They love
Yeah.
it. They can't
But
get enough of it.
and I can't help but egg those people on because I am also a troll.
We're so bad. Like, if someone starts trolling a chat and I'm like texting them in like the chat, Vera's like, "Oh, this is good stuff. Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
getting them."
It usually is pretty good. Corey, thank you for the 5. A slice of pie costs $3.75 in Jamaica, $2.50 in Bermuda, and $4.25 in the Bahamas. Those are the pie rates of the Caribbean.
Goodbye. I quit.
So stupid. She's hiding her face and muting her microphone so you can't hear her laugh.
I quit. I can't do this anymore. I'm off the internet. I'm deleting
That was
everything.
a really great one. Maybe one of my favorite jokes in a long fucking time.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I just gotta. It's hard to
2
give Corey the benefit of the
thumbs
doubt.
Yeah.
It's so hard because he's had so many misses with the dad jokes.
He has, but man, sometimes when they hit, the jokes are really good.
Man, that one hit.
Yeah. But thank you for the 5. Mongoose, thank you for the gifted membership. Much appreciated. Very grateful per usual. Saw, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Hi to the beautiful Wicked and Vera. Someone told me my clothes were gay. I said, yeah, they came out of the closet this morning. Fuck, why did I laugh at that one too? No. Everybody's gonna be raking in the laughs tonight, apparently, because that one, man, I feel like I've heard that a million times, and I still laughed. Oh.
That sounded like a painful one.
That one did hurt my soul a little bit to have to laugh at that, but thank you for the 10 months. Jim, thank you for the 10. Messing with Ryan tax. Yeah, I know. He, you know,
by the
he
way,
deserves it a little.
Jim sent me these candies that are really good.
Ooh.
Are they from like Japan or something? They're like a store, Jim, that you had in your area. They're like, the only way I can describe them is they have Super Mario characters on them, but they have little they're like little crunchies, like not a bunch of crunch, but like better. You know, like it's lighter. It's really good. Maybe I'll send you one. I have a couple. Maybe
like
I'll throw one in your box.
Crunchies on the outside, or like a Crunch Bar type of
like
crunchy?
you know how the Crunch Bar, they have a bunch of crunch, like the little ones that you can get like at the movies, or you've never had those, like mini ones, like little pieces that are just like
I've
airy,
never had them, but I
chocolate.
think, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They're good. I have some. As long as they won't like melt, I'll throw one in like your box for you to try. You like chocolate,
And then,
right? So
newsflash, they get melted.
yeah, they might. Or maybe I'll just put some aside, and one day when we meet in
But
person,
you can
I'll give
buy
it to
them
you.
in the United States, right? They're not like
Yeah, they're not. Well, but it was like a Japanese store that he got them at.
gotcha. Because I was gonna say maybe somewhere has them around me. but
Maybe.
yeah, I don't know.
I'll send you a picture and you can see if you can find them.
Yeah.
That's probably
But
better. They're
but
very good.
are they?
Yeah.
Wicked's been eating a lot of them.
Yeah.
She's gonna have to order her own set soon.
Keep sending me chocolate. I'm gonna be thick in virtue. Someone said that
God
once.
damn!
I thought it was hilarious. Someone said that once and I was dying. I was like,
That
okay.
was so random.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you eat a lot of chocolate. You get thick.
That's true. I've always been more into like peanut butter than I am chocolate though. Like anything peanut butter, I jump at chocolate. I don't know. I'm not like the biggest chocolate person.
I gotta make you peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie. Peanut butter fudge is really good.
Oh, this peanut butter pie that my mom makes, you're gonna be like, all right,
You have to make me a
listen.
lot of pie, huh?
I do.
You have a pecan pie you have to make me. You have a peanut butter pie you have to make me. God damn, woman, get in the kitchen.
I'm like,
make me
I
the
was gonna say,
food.
I am now Vara's wife.
Yeah, right? Like,
Make me a sandwich.
you just keep promising me food. God damn. But thank you for the 10. Very sidetracked. Classic. And Corey,
Women.
thank you for the 5. Hey, Wicked, the man who stole my journal died. My thoughts are with his family. No, why? Why am I laughing so much today? These stupid jokes.
This is what happens when we get Vara earlier.
Uh,
She's not tired. She's got the giggles.
I know, like the coffee's still
awake.
in my system. I'm prepared for the day, 2 for 2. You know what? I'm gonna ban you, and then you can't say any more jokes because I don't think people can technically super chat when they're banned. Oh, I guess you could still stream labs, so like whatever. Okay, bro, you win. Fine, you get the laughs. But it is what it is. You're not going to get any more laughs for the next month now because of that. So enjoy it while it lasted.
Yeah,
Okay,
enjoy
so let's start out. Well, actually, let's read this and then we'll start out with our quick hits. Sorry, Vera, I love bad puns. It's how I roll. Oh, I'm not laughing at that one.
All right, Corey. 2 for 2. That's it. That's all you're getting for the rest of the stream.
Yep,
That's it.
that's it. Not gonna laugh. Nope. Pops, pop figures, useless plastic, hunk of junk. I saw that these went up for pre-order today, and so I haven't ever really liked pops. I got like many years ago a pop figure for that live action Cinderella movie that came out. I got that as a gift from a young family member. I still have it somewhere. I have a Godzilla pop. And then
Cinderella
now,
and Godzilla, how random.
I know, like truly a woman of 2 different sides of the same coin. But I recently got all of the free run pops because I love free run. Have you seen free run Weekend?
Oh yeah, yeah. I have
Okay.
the.
I was gonna say if you haven't, you're watching all of it in the next 7 days.
I have the free run and the mimic.
Oh
Pop. Yeah, that one?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that one's super cute.
It's
as
very
well.
cute.
But anyway, I got all the free run pops, only pops that I've cared about. But I do have to say, first of all, this lineup is really weird to me. Like, why would you do Chainsaw Villager over like Chris or Ada or
yeah.
Claire? Like, it's just so bizarre to me why they choose these. But I know for me personally, I'm definitely getting Wesker and I'm definitely getting Leon. I like the Jill and I do like the Chainsaw Villager, so maybe I'll end up getting both of them. But I don't know. The Chainsaw Villager, it really doesn't seem very special to me. It honestly kind of comes across as like a random throwaway addition that they did. Like if this was their 10th or 11th set of like or like Resident Evil pop figure and this was like the 10th or 11th one, I'd say, okay, sure, you can throw in a couple of random ones. Maybe I'm underreacting and other people find the Chainsaw Villager really cool, but I would love to see like an Ada or a
No, you're
Claire.
not. If they're gonna do like a villain, that they should do like Nemesis or Mr. X.
Yeah.
Someone like that just seems like very random. I think that's because a lot of people, their favorite is 4, so they're like, let's Let's get
Yeah.
something from 4. But even then, like, I don't know. That just seems like a very lame one. They're probably going to release more. I'm surprised that they didn't have some come out like during the Resident Evil like the hype when 9 first dropped and it was so popular. They'll do
Yeah.
more. They'll do more. They have to. Like, how could you like Chris is probably considered a crime, right? Like I love Ada and Claire, but like Chris and Jill were like first, right? And then
Yeah.
no
I
Chris. So
want a deluxe pop, like one of the $30 ones, but with
mhm.
Chris in a boulder.
Oh, see,
I'd
that would
spend
make
30 bucks
sense.
on that.
That
Hell
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a hunk of plastic aside it. Yeah, that absolutely works.
Hmm.
But I don't know, I think the Wesker does look really cool, and younger looking Leon is also quite cute, but I don't know. I like Jill. For me, I don't love Jill as much as I love these other ladies though. And that's my
Claire.
problem. Is
Yeah.
like I'm imagining what we could have but what we don't have, but I should probably just shut up and consume the content and purchase the plastic.
Yeah. Purchase the plastic. Become one of the plastic
Yeah,
buyers. What's wrong with you?
I know. I should, but I thought those were really cute. They did come out, or they went up for pre-order today, and they're coming out in like a couple of weeks.
All right. Well,
So, yeah. You're getting Jill for sure though, right?
Jill and Leon, I'll get.
Jill
Yeah.
Leon. Hmm, fair enough. And speaking of more plastic, because we are women who like to purchase plastic,
Because we're women. We
we
buy
are.
stuff.
These
Ah,
do
yeah.
look sick.
They do.
I have zero hype for Brand New Day. I haven't enjoyed what they've done with the modern Spider-Man, we'll call him. I do not like Tom Holland's Spider-Man as much as I enjoyed, of course, Andrew Garfield and Toby, but these are pretty neat.
They went hard with the merch. I think that's smart because like they probably can't really do toys because it's very specific to whatever company they have releasing like the figures. So they went all out with this. I'm gonna see what I can get my hands on. I want the wall crawler popcorn bucket where it's like it's the because that's something that could actually display. Like I can't I don't as much as I'll think like some popcorn buckets look cool. If I can't display it, I'm not gonna get it. Even if it's a character that I love, like Yoshi can be displayed. I could use that. I could put stuff in there. I could go put little like the coffee pods or whatever. You know what I mean? Something like that in there. But
Right.
um the Spider-Man one I would display it is him against the wall, like going up
I
the
don't think I
wall.
saw that.
Let me see if I can find it.
I did see people talking about the very sus hand web
Oh,
one,
stop. That one's
kind of like the Supergirl sus looking jacket. I
here you
think
go.
it
I
was
got
a
you.
I think it was the cup. Um I think that for drink holder, like the cups or the mugs and then the popcorn buckets, they need to be like maybe have, I don't know, an 18 or a 19-year-old on their design team to tell them, hey, this looks like a really, really sus looking piece of merchandise. Because I think that that would probably like help out a little bit. Um, oh, you're talking about the popcorn tin. Oh, that does look really cool.
Yeah, I want the second one. That and I think the mask water bottle looks pretty cool. Like honestly, I'm kind
Yeah.
of like with the drink, whatever I can get my hands on, because I hate that they sell stuff early. Like you should have a ticket for the movie to be able to purchase some of this stuff. So I'm gonna try and go like to Regal and AMC to get my hands on some of this. Like I have to go to Regal for the tin. And then like if I can get my hands on a drink from Regal, like one of the cups, because they're all good. Like I actually even like the premium collector combo, I like that too, but I'm not gonna go too hard getting, too much stuff. So it's like my main focus is that wall crawler tin and then whatever cup I can get. But if I can happen to get my hands on the premium collector combo, I might do that as well because that looks cool. And that's also something I could display. I could put stuff in it. I could have actual use for it besides it just taking up space like in a pantry or in a cabinet.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think that the mask bottle does look really cool, but I feel like I like that one more than let's say the cups that have his specific Spider-Man design on it is because it looks more generic. And so if this movie ends up being really bad and I buy merchandise, right? I don't want merchandise that I'm specifically going to tie to Tom Holland's Spider-Man into Brand New Day. Like I would want something that looks a little bit more generic. So yeah, like that mask bottle does look really, really cool. I think that
Yeah.
if I got anything, it would probably be that, but I don't know if I will. I kind of want to, but at the same time,
I understand what you're
again, it is a
saying.
modern superhero movie.
Yeah.
And man, I just have a hard time wanting to support like these different merchandise lines that end up coming out for movies.
Yeah. No, I
So,
understand. So like, you guys know where I stand. I mean, my whole like Toby's above my shoulder always. Like that's my favorite Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man as my favorite hero. So I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm super critical. Tom is definitely my least favorite. We've already had this conversation. It goes
yeah.
Toby and then Andrew. Like, and I remember like when Andrew came out, I was like, Toby's the best, like whatever. But now that all three of them are out, I even defend Andrew because I still think he's better than Toby. I don't think he's bad. I just think the writing was a little messed up with
The
the
thing
they
I
could have made it so much
loved
better with that
about
one.
Andrews is they felt more like video games because you had
Mm.
like the first person swinging camera angles. I love that shit. I ate that
You
shit
gamer
up.
girl. You're the
Oh
gamer
my
girl.
god. Man, that was so cool.
It
I'm
was,
such
and
a
he's
stupid idiot.
and Andrew's also handsome. I don't find. I mean, I thought Toby was adorable then, and I think
Yeah.
Andrew's handsome. I don't find Tom Holland attractive, so I'm like, listen, I gotta find. But it also doesn't help that like when it came out, he was younger, and I still look at him like he's like 16. So it's like,
Yep.
even if he was like my type, we'll say, like as an adult he is now, I still can't help but see that he looks so young. So it feels wrong. It would feel wrong to even like think he was attractive. I don't, but I'm just, you know what I mean? Like there's also that.
FBI, open up, Wicked.
He's like
Whoa.
25. Okay,
Whoa, what are you saying? He looks young and you're talking about attractive levels. That's a grown man. He's only 25, you sick fuck.
but this with this merch, they're doing a good job. I also possibly might want to get my hands on the blanket because it's a comic book one. It's a comic book style blanket. I like that. And I do get cold in the theater sometimes. It depends on how it looks in person, if I'm being
You
honest.
just
Like
want to buy it all, and
I
I
just like
respect that.
Spider-Man.
I
But yeah,
do.
I'm gonna be careful because I am trying, like I said, I am trying to not buy what I don't need. I think that the cup with the mystery topper is gonna be really like popular because it's a mystery topper, right? So people are gonna go in and buy
Yeah.
because they want to get all of them.
Yep. I
Yeah.
completely agree with that
Yeah.
one. Cause they, and then you know that like the one where he's upside down and he's like hanging upside down, that one's gonna be ungodly expensive, and the scalpers are gonna charge like $100 for
The
that on an
popcorn tub
eBay.
with the lid.
The mystery topper
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because like
Oh, you're right.
the other two, it's like, oh, his hand is on like a roof and then he's hanging from the cup. But this one is like, it's clear. I mean, I haven't seen a super zoomed in version, but I'm guessing it's like connected on the bottom and the side, but like via a very thin piece of plastic. But it looks way cooler than the other two.
Yes,
So
it does. And that's at
yeah,
AMC. So I'm like, I'm gonna
yeah.
try my best. Like, and you wanna know what's so funny? So Supergirl, it's out now, right? Or tomorrow?
Yeah, so there was like a fan preview today and then it comes out tomorrow.
So for Supergirl, I looked a couple days ago, like when it wasn't even a week until release, and a couple like one theater had like two seats, and that was it, that were taken.
Mhm.
There was nothing sold out. And then I looked
Yeah.
for Spider-Man, which is like a month away,
Phew.
sold out. And it's like,
Yeah.
and people that were trying to say like, oh, it'll do better than Spider-Man. Like I no. Okay,
Yeah,
just
that's
no. And
not
I'm
gonna
not just saying
happen.
that as like a bias because I like Spider-Man more, but out of all of like the recent within the last like 10 years, I'll say MCU movies, Spider-Man is like the only one that people really get hyped for, myself included. I wouldn't say hyped, but I didn't mind this trailer out of them. I'm like, okay, this isn't too bad because me personally, I like it that there's no Iron Man to just hand him stuff because Peter Parker
Mhm.
is supposed to struggle. That's part of his story. So that was one of the number one thing that I hated about Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he didn't have to work for anything. There was no, he just gets his suit handed to him by Tony
Yeah.
Stark instead of having to build it like Andrew did. And like, Toby didn't have to build his because he already, had the webbing, but still, like, he struggled. He had to just deliver pizzas to pay his bills and stuff. And there's, Tom Holland Spider-Man just chilling in like a penthouse because Tony Stark got it for him. Like, I just hated that because it's part of his story. So seeing him struggling in this trailer because Peter Parker's life is supposed to suck no matter who's writing it, you got to write it that way because that's his story. So they're finally doing that. Does it mean I'm going to love the movie? No, but I am intrigued by that like maybe they're actually going with a proper Peter Parker storyline with this one.
Yeah, one thing that always really, really pissed me off about Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that they forgot neighborhood. There are the Avengers, and so there's like 10 other Avengers who everybody always appreciated more than Spider-Man, and Spider-Man only ever needed the Avengers. He didn't need the neighborhood, and the neighborhood truly didn't need him. And so when you have like Toby's and he's falling off the train, but they all end up helping him, or in Garfield's where they all move the crane so that he can get to Oscorp Tower faster. Like, that is the neighborhood aspect. And now he's just Tom Holland Spider-Man is just Spider-Man. And so for me, like, why I've always loved Spider-Man isn't there anymore. And I feel like that's just such a massive L.
I seen a side-by-side comparison to Toby's Spider-Man. There's a lot of them that go around, right? But there was one in particularly when when Toby gets his butt handed to him by Doc Ock and like they see his face and then like this little boy hands him it and he's like, "Don't worry, we won't tell anybody." And they're like, "He's just a kid." Like nobody says
yeah, that was
what
the
he
train,
like.
right? And then they pull
the
him back
train.
on the train.
And then it flips over to Tom Holland getting doxed at, like his Spider-Man. They're all like throwing stuff at him, treating him like crap. And I'm like, yeah, it's like that. That's modern now. Boo the hero. Like, I hate that so much. Like seeing that side by side got me like even more angry because I remember seeing it in theaters and I was like, this is not how New York is supposed to treat Spider-Man. I don't know if it was in New York when it happened to Tom. I think so. But either way, that's just not how he's supposed to be treated. And it made me, I'm like, they don't know how to write heroes anymore. They totally lost it. Even though there's a blueprint, like imagine just picking up a comic and be like, I'm going to adapt this story. Very hard. I understand.
I think a big problem with it is just that everything's an ensemble cast now. So Zendaya needs as much time as Tom Holland, and then you have Tweedledee and Tweedle fucking Dumb high school friends who also need time because they had to pay those shit asses to act in this fucking movie. And then you got 3 goddamn cameos. Like, it's not just, hey, this is Spider-Man, and here's like maybe his love interest or his aunt who gives him like a really good special line of dialogue telling him to be the hero that his family always thought he was. Nope, now it's everybody needs to be a main character. And so that takes away from Spider-Man. It really, really makes me annoyed. But I'm a grifter who hates everything, so
duh. You're not even like a gamer. I can't believe you call yourself a gamer. It's
another
crazy.
day that ends with a Y for me.
Yeah, and another thing with that is like not even just including like Zendaya and stuff. They're like afraid to give Tom like his solo movie. There's always somebody big in there. Like, look, think of like Toby and Andrew. They were the heroes of their movies. Like, they were the big heroes. And Tom Holland's, they always have someone, like they have Punisher in this one, they have the Hulk in this one. Like, they're so afraid. But you know what? I don't know if it's afraid. I think it's more so that they know, right, that Spider-Man is like their biggest seller right now. So if they want to introduce new people, they want to bring up other characters, make another movie, introduce someone, right? Like what they're doing with X-Men. It's going to be Sadie Sink. She's the one, like they have Jean Grey. That's who's in the hood, right? That's been confirmed, right?
They haven't confirmed that she's playing Jean Grey, but people have compared comic images to this outfit
stuff that she does. Yeah. So most likely, we'll just say in case we're wrong, because who knows? They could mess it up. Everyone's like, nope, that's what it is. But like, they could mess it up. So that could be them introducing her, right? Like, I know they're going to be in Doomsday, but this is like they're using Spider-Man to bring her on because, again, they know people are going to go see Spider-Man no matter what because they haven't totally screwed it up. Now, they haven't totally done justice to the Spider-Man character, but that's like I said, even me, myself, that's an MCU movie that I go to see because I like Spider-Man.
Right.
But I won't go see you know, Thunderbolts, or I still haven't seen any of the Captain Marvel movies. I just
It's
yeah.
probably for the best. I actually, and I know this is a hot take, I don't think that Captain Marvel itself was like the most god awful movie in the world. Like, I thought the structure of what was there and like the general pacing was fine. The problem is when you start getting into all of those details, and then of course you see where the story went and you end up freaking hating it when it was just, oh, it's Captain Marvel, and they didn't try to push the narrative that she's the strongest character ever created and the strongest woman ever created in comics. When that angle wasn't being pushed, it was like, all right, I guess it's just another female superhero movie. But then you got to like the Marvels, and you saw how they tried to push her in the Avengers, and it just went to absolute garbage. It's how I feel about The Force Awakens, though. I thought The Force Awakens wasn't a bad movie. The problem is where it ended up going and how it went to, hey, let's destroy everything you've known and loved about Star Wars.
That's fair. Yeah. So I think the reason I was stubborn, the biggest reason why I didn't go see Captain Marvel, and it was before I was like, you know, being so angry and yelling about everything on the internet. I was mad that Black Widow didn't get her movie. I was like, what is this crap? Where's my Black Widow movie? Because I really wanted a solo Black Widow movie even at that time. And
Yeah.
then we got it. I got what I asked for. Well, not what I asked for, but I got a Black Widow movie.
She should have gotten a movie
She should
like,
have been the
I don't know.
first of
Yeah,
the
she
women.
only a couple of years after she debuted,
Hmm.
they should have sexed her up and had her be badass, and it that would have made $1 billion for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Just her doing her spy stuff, maybe even like a prequel before she joined, you know, the Avengers and stuff had been interesting.
Yeah,
But, you know,
but
instead we got that.
whatever that
We
was,
got the White Widow.
yeah, that was so bad.
It's so bad.
It was. CR Vox, thank you
Hey.
so much for the 20 gifted memberships. Absolutely insane, chat. If you don't say thank you, you already know I'm literally going
You're
to
out of
ban
here.
you. You're out of here. I'll ban Wicked. You know what? If you guys don't say thank you, I'm going to ban her. It's going to directly affect her.
It's gonna
That would
affect
make
the
you happy,
show.
right? Yeah. So say thank you. But very grateful and much appreciated. Wicked's laughing like, I'm getting the rest of the night off. Easy.
Man, I better go open a bottle of wine now. Let it breathe.
Yep. There you go. Pepper, thank you for the 5. I got called a bot in the comments of your GTA video today. I think that means I won the internet for today. I don't. Okay, I get that, like, ooh, more than 50% of the internet is bots or whatever they claim. Now, dead internet theory. I don't. Now, I don't think that the term grifter and the insult grifter is very special anymore, but I feel like the term bot or calling somebody a bot is also just so freaking brain dead. Like, can nobody come up with better insults now? We really do need to bring back the Xbox 360, Xbox Live days
Listen, if
because
instead of
we need
calling
something
someone,
special.
yeah, you just don't be soft. And if somebody's acting like a retard, just say it. You don't gotta call them a bot. Just
But
dig
that's a
deep.
mean word.
We
That's
all
so
grew up
nice.
saying it. We all grew up saying it. We know that it doesn't mean that you're mentally handicapped, okay?
Well, I mean,
Not like we'll say not clinically. There we go.
uh-oh, she's backtracking. She's panicking.
No, don't cancel me. Nah, I'll be
Uh,
fine. I'm
I'm
good.
sure. Yeah. Mike, thank you for the 2. How about Lego sets of the Spencer Mansion and
Oh,
RPD? I would buy them easily. I'm still debating if I want the Arkham Asylum set because I think it's so cool. There's like 30 mini figures in it. It looks so badass and I really want it, but also I'm afraid to open the floodgates. The only Lego sets I've bought are Lord of the Rings. Now that is like
I'm shocked.
$2,000 over the past year and a half. Now listen, look! Don't judge me, okay? They're the only
that
Lego
mean?
sets I own. Let me defend myself here. God damn. But they're the only Lego sets that I bought. I'm afraid if I buy an Arkham Asylum set, it's gonna be, well, guys, it's only Lord of the Rings and Batman. And then it's only Resident Evil, and then it's only this, and it's only that. And so I've I've hesitated. I've waited. But I think it looks really cool. I was tempted to get the Deku tree, but I didn't. It's out of print now. I didn't get the Deku
Mm.
tree. The Zelda ones didn't get me. Primarily though, I will say because the minifigures were the Tears of the Kingdom designs, and I don't want that. Now, if it had been Ocarina, oh, I'd be cooked. We would be behind me right now.
I still need to finish the Black Pearl. I started it at a bad time. Like I don't like starting them when I know things are coming up.
Yeah.
And that one is so intricate. And I did it like it was a great stream. I did it with Jay and he was building his, and then he did a second stream and he's further than me now. And I'm like, I may have to just finish it
8 hour
off
day, get
stream.
your Starbucks
That's what I mean.
Frappuccino.
What do you think I am? I like my coffee black like my soul. Come on. She's like, well, geez, never mind. I'm kidding. I do like my coffee black though. She's
That's
like, I knew you were
disgusting.
gonna say that.
That's
You need to put a pound
disgusting.
of sugar in
No.
that. What are you talking about?
No, see, if I'm gonna drink something, it's gonna be flavored. I drink caramel pecan coffee though,
It
which is
sounds good.
very
Listen,
yummy.
I'm not against flavor. Like if I go out and do that, but like in the morning, that's my breakfast, just black coffee. But I do like the taste of it. There's times that I'll go out and have like s- sugar or something put in it, and I'm like, I don't like how that tastes. But anyways, with the Black Pearl, I think what I'm gonna have to do is like do some off stream, and then maybe like once I'm a bit caught up, I'll do like the last few hours just to show people the finish of it because it's a lot more than I anticipated. The last time I did Legos on a stream was my Rose Legos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Hmm.
But I was really excited to see you finish the Black Pearl set, so hopefully we'll
Now I'm
soon.
getting guilt tripped. Thank you. I'm gonna go
Hey,
cry.
you abandoned us. I didn't buy that. I was waiting for your top tier review of the Lego sets. What the heck? You abandoned us.
I'll
Now I'm
finish
gonna have to
it.
go subscribe to some other twat on YouTube
Some other Lego
and some
builder
other
girl.
loser, probably by the name of Drunk 3PO. And then I'm gonna have to watch his building stream. But yeah, no, you got really, really busy. Which probably was like the worst time possible to start having a Lego set with thousands of pieces out and about.
Yes. I had to do the sequel of Escape from New York, Getting Mama. So
It's
done it
true.
twice now in the last 4 years.
Yikes. But you
Ah,
survived, and she
yes.
survived. So that's what
Yes.
counts.
It's hot. And now she's stuck in the AC 'cause she's like, dang, woman, what's going on? It's like, this is the worst time of the year to try and sell somebody on living in Florida because it rains a lot and it's very hot. But you know what? Once like September hits, she's gonna be like, all right, I get it. It's still a little warm, but it's not that bad. Not as bad as right now.
I would just melt.
You
Um
would.
yeah, it's not for me personally. I would choose the snow over the sun every day of my life. So, yeah.
I know you would.
Yep. Drew, thank you for re-upping your membership or technically becoming a new YouTube member, even though you've been a member before. Clint, thank you for the 5. The CW's Arrowverse had a lot of bad habits, but one of the biggest ones was giving every D-list hero their own Z-list Justice League.
Yes, they did
I
do that.
liked the CW's Arrowverse so much at first, and then, when you start getting to like season 5 or season 6, and it's been going on for 10 years, and every character now is getting their own show, like Batwoman and then Supergirl, and it got
Yeah,
to be too much.
way too much. I loved it at first. Like Arrow was great. I also liked Flash. Um, I didn't watch Supergirl, but people say this first season was fine. Didn't watch that, but it's got too dramatic. Like I get it. You gotta keep some kind of drama in it, right? Like to keep we'll say the girlies interested in it that are like will they, won't they types, but they just got too much with it. And then they went way off the storylines. Even though like Arrow started where he was kind of more like Batman, right? Like Ra's al Ghul and all that. But I liked it. I liked the story. Even though I know how the story is supposed to go, it didn't bother me that they went off. It just got lame. I'm trying to think of a
Yeah,
word. It just got very
it's probably
lame.
the best word possible.
Mhm.
Um, but it is what it is. Now the Arrowverse is over, so it's good, but it's also bad because it did start out really strong. And I do agree though, like every single freaking show ended up in the same exact place, which wasn't a positive one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Jose, thank you for the 199. Did you see the new Tom Cruise trailer Digger? I did see the trailer. It's about the
I
oil tycoon.
I did not see it yet.
Well, you'll have to watch it then
I
and
will.
then
It's
give us your
in
thoughts.
yeah.
Um,
Is it good or like
I didn't think that it was bad. I like Tom Cruise though. Tom
mhm.
Cruise movies, they're kind of an easy sell for me because now, of course, every actor could just magically change one day, but generally I feel that he chooses projects that are good or that he's excited about or like passionate about and things like that. But it's gonna be like a dark satirical comedy, so you'll probably end up being interested in it.
Okay. Yeah. I think Tom Cruise like as a person is a little odd,
Well, I mean,
but he's a good actor. He puts out
yeah.
good stuff, so yeah.
Uh, and I guess one more quick hit for the evening. So we all know and all remember a couple of years ago when we were supposed to be getting the Powerpuff Girls live action, where
Girl,
Bubbles
that's
is a drunk and Buttercup hates gender normativity and gender normative costumes, and they were all depressed, stupid bitches. Well, we may potentially be getting a look at more adult focused Powerpuff Girls because according to a report, they are doing a new Powerpuff Girls movie. It's in the works at Warner Brothers Animation, but they want to focus on them being slightly older. They want to focus on them being adults, but still probably being like 18 or 19, like just out of high school.
I don't want that.
Who
Did I send
does?
you a picture of those creepy freaking doll? I think I did. The creepy Powerpuff dolls I seen at like Target. I think I showed you. They had like huge eyes, but it was like brats, but like demonic.
When?
It was a while ago. I'll dig through my pictures and see if I can find it again. But I was like, this is scary. Like it freaked me out.
Yeah,
I was like, what is this? Like it was not even cute. I'm like, no, like, and none of them were sold. And I'm like, this would terrify me as a child. It was weird. It was like a regular Barbie with big eyes.
that is really weird.
It was
I
scary.
don't remember it, but I mean, if you do look at their face, like their eyes are half their face, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
But
I was like, this is not it. Nope.
yeah,
I don't want
anyway,
this. I don't want an adult animation. Like they stop it.
I don't think that
Stop it.
anybody really wants like a new Powerpuff Girls anyway, period, even if they are still young, because a lot of the original voice actors wouldn't be returning. We know that it has been a very long time since the Powerpuff Girls ended, so it's not like it's the same creative team. Like, what made Powerpuff Girls special was sort of I guess we'll just say left in the past as we see with many franchises that are revived or continued, and given the general idea that we constantly keep hearing about them wanting to have these characters be grown-ups now and be older, like that also completely misses the point of Powerpuff Girls and these characters being young girls who are learning how to use their powers
Hmm.
and learning these like big life lessons. It's like Avatar, The Last Airbender. If Aang was actually like a 50-year-old who was locked in ice and frozen away, and Katara and all these characters were middle-aged, well, it would be very different and it wouldn't be the same lesson of, yeah, technically Aang is 1,000 years old, but Aang is also still a kid who has these crazy powers and he's learning how to use them properly. And the people around him are also learning how to use their powers properly. And so, like, the entire message of it is completely lost then.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I think Powerpuff Girls is just sort of dead. I think that all of these revival attempts are just really pathetic all around and
And
they don't really work.
we wouldn't have Tom Kane. Like I don't want to not hear him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if they put someone else as the
that is
professor or just
tough.
remove him, like no. But I just don't want this. I feel like this is weird.
Yep.
This is weird because even like the little girls that like us, I grew up and watched the original Powerpuff Girls. Like we don't want this.
Yeah,
We don't want
no.
to see an adult version of something we watched when we were kids. That's just weird.
Yeah. I I mean, sure, like if they tried to recreate the OG, then, maybe I'd give it a chance if the trailers looked good, but like why would I want to see a drunk, ditzy Bubbles, work in the corner when there's better entertainment out
I didn't
there?
know
Like
you were going with
that's just
that.
that's just not for me personally. I don't know, maybe if I have standards or like
Well,
what it
standards,
is,
I
but
know. We're
it's just
weirdos that
not.
like that.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound very amusing for me personally. So
She said work in the corner. I was like,
I mean, that's what she was doing, right? She was like a drunk, stupid idiot who like had a bunch of boyfriends in the live action movie. So I don't know, it
oh
just
my
kind of sounds like
goodness.
a whore. But it is what it is. I guess we'll see if that one ever releases, but it's kind of, I think it's kind of time to let go of Powerpuff Girls and what it kind of used to be because you can't recreate it now.
Agreed. Nope. Let it
S-
be. And I
Yeah.
don't know if this is happening, but on this topic, I seen something, don't know if it's true, but like they're thinking about doing a new Johnny Bravo show where he's like divorced. Did you see that? It might have been Bull. I seen
I didn't
something
see
like
that.
it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't real. I tried to like mute all of like the parody accounts, like the other discussing films one, but that's like fake, and they put like silly stuff. It's got an X-ray girl a couple of times. Like she put it in this chat, and the main industry were like that. That's not discussing films. It's like
No,
this.
it's a parody account.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
So
is fake news debunked right here
good.
live on stream.
All right, guys, don't
Yeah.
worry. No
I'll
Johnny
I'll
Bravo.
community note it. Again, I'll up this community note. It's a parody account. Wouldn't even shock me though. Like you said that, I'm like, yep, another day. Am I supposed to be surprised at this point? Because everything is always taken and revived and rebooted. I'm so sick of reboots.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
the problem is like a lot of the time, the only good content even coming out are reboots because at least they have a good basis for the story, which is
Yeah,
kind of sad when you think
it
about it.
it is. I think about how many creative minds are out there that could give us good stuff, like some new shows, some new movies, new stories, but they won't get hired because they don't want to push the agenda that Hollywood wants to get pushed. I think we know they're out there. They're just
Oh
not
yeah,
getting hired.
absolutely. Paul, thank you for becoming a member for 4 months and also thank you for the gifted membership. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, okay, what are we gonna talk about? It's been a wild day. I guess let's start with, well, not start. I mean, we're literally almost halfway through the show. We've just been
Time
yapping.
flies when you're having fun.
That's true. Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto because this is a big story that, of course, released today. We finally got information about GTA 6. The pre orders open up tonight, I believe, at midnight, unless it's tomorrow at like a 9 a.m., but I think it's tonight at midnight. We do know the official price. We now know that the game is not actually going to have a disc for the physical edition, and it is going to be a code in a box. And the ultimate or $100 edition is going to be lacking some of the content that they are giving you for the or it's going to be missing from the $80 version. So we'll start out with the price. GTA 6 will officially cost $79.99 and the Ultimate Edition will cost $99.99. Wicked, I know that you had said before you were kind of on the fence when it came to GTA 6, and the price would definitely be a big reason why you might skip on it. Not so much that, you're worried that it's going to be like super sanitized or anything, but you were really worried about the price. Do you think that you would buy it for 80 or $100?
If I don't want the Ultimate Edition. I'm good. But the $80 one, if at least like you or like someone else wants to do online with me, that would make it worth it, right? Because I can do the story mode, review it for people, and then play online with friends. So if I have someone, at least one person that will play online with me, I think I would do it.
Right. So
Um,
you're saying, though, you wouldn't purchase it just for like the single player experience at like $80. Like
I
if you had no friends in the world, because gamers don't have friends, you would say you would pass on it.
Gamers don't have friends. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I kind of want to wait for it to come on Steam.
Yeah, because it's not going to have online at release anyway.
Yeah.
And so they would probably launch the PC version when they're launching the GTA Online.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I will wait. I mean, I like Grand Theft Auto, so it's like I want to get it. $80 is pretty steep, but if I can get, story mode out of it and then eventually play with friends, which I think will happen, like for me personally. But people like it. Like it's the gamers that don't have friends are still gonna play online solo, right? You don't need to have friends to play online. I
Yeah.
prefer it. So yeah, I will, but I'm gonna wait. I'll watch Vara's review because I know she's gonna get it and review it for us because she always suffers for everybody. Um,
Yup, I do.
yeah, so I'm waiting for Steam.
Yeah, fair. But for anybody that wanted to buy it, I guess we'll start off with this. There is going to be a pretty big difference between the $80 and $100 edition. So obviously, it is pretty standard when video games release to have a more expensive version that either has like weapon skins or outfits or cosmetics, things like that. But we know now that the GTA 6 Ultimate Edition will include exclusive vehicles, weapons, outfits, car modification shops, facial hair, tattoos, nail and makeup customization, but also
Oh, got me there.
but
Nail
also
customization.
I know, crazy, but also special locations and additional activities. So they haven't
Hmm.
confirmed exactly what all of this means because if they are doing like exclusive car modification shops, technically, in theory, the special location could just be that modification shop because nobody else like can access it anyway.
Mhm.
Though they haven't confirmed what that means. And honestly, when I repeat that back, it kind of sounds like a little bit of coping. Like, I don't want to buy the 100, but surely it'll just be a stupid little extra garage. This, though, honestly sounds like there's going to be special missions and maybe extra locations aside from like the car stores.
Yeah. So are you gonna get that one? Are you gonna get the ultimate so you have everything, or are you just gonna stick to the basic one?
I'm going to stick to the standard unless somebody
Mhm.
specifically wants to donate the ultimate edition because that's usually what I do for games is I'll pre-order a standard version unless it's like a Resident Evil where of course I want the special version. And then if somebody wants like to gift me the ultimate then I'll get it, but
Mhm.
I feel very torn on this, right? Because I think that it is pretty standard for ultimate editions or digital deluxe editions to have new content, but this sounds like a lot of content.
Mhm.
And I don't like that. I think that this game is going to make them billions and billions of dollars. I don't think that you should ever have exclusive missions or special parts of a map or locations behind a paywall. If it's just cosmetics and maybe hairstyles and outfits, then I would say, okay, that in my opinion is all right. But anything past that, and I personally think it's BS. Like, imagine if a Ubisoft was doing this. Everybody would be furious. And I get that there are a lot of Grand Theft Auto fans out there. If you're, simping for it, that's fine. Buy it, play it, love it. I hope you get your money's worth. But if this was any other company, they would be raked across the coals even by those people, even by those companies' biggest fans.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like obviously they're gonna make money, right? It's GTA, but I'd be in the same boat as you if someone like donate. Obviously, I would play it if it was donated to me the ultimate, but I'll stick to the basic, and I want to wait for Steam. unless like, you
Yeah.
know, like you said, that's probably not going to be multiplayer. It's not going to be released on Steam until multiplayer. Because didn't PlayStation just come out and say besides multiplayer games, everything's going to be exclusive besides co-op? Was it PlayStation
Yeah,
or was it Xbox? It was PlayStation,
that was
right?
PlayStation, but that was their games. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's not going to come out until then. So I can wait and I'll watch you play it. Like especially if someone does send you the ultimate, we'll see if it's worth it. Um, and if it
Yeah.
is, yes. But 80s, you know, whatever. But yeah, I'm waiting for Steam. Even though I do have a PS5, I'm waiting because I really prefer to play all my games, especially the newer ones, anyways, on Steam.
I just want to play mouse and keyboard. I don't want to
Yes, that
play
too.
GTA with a controller. That for me is personally such a major turnoff. Like, if I wasn't a live streamer, I would not be buying GTA until the PC release came out. If I was going to buy it, because of that, I'm gonna be driving off of every cliff. I'm gonna be missing every freaking shot. Like, it's not gonna be fun. We have to do the hacks. You're freaking out. You're getting chased around by the police. Just not for me. And it's not gonna have. I would assume at least it's not gonna have mouse and keyboard support on console at
No.
launch. So like that kind of sucks. But another massive problem that I have is I personally buy most games physical. I'm big into supporting physical games still because I would like the physical market to not die. Though, when a company as big as a Rockstar or a Take Two tries to change the industry, a lot of companies follow in their footsteps. And now, after the years of having to be online all the time or download DLC and extra content and patches day one to even game key cards, now we know that the GTA 6 physical copies won't include a disc and it's literally just a code in a box. So it's like if you've ever seen people get like Fortnite, the physical Fortnite copies, it's just a piece of paper on the inside.
Wow, a piece of paper.
Yay, I got a hunk of
I got paper,
plastic.
plastic and paper.
Whew, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess we'll see. Whenever this comes out, maybe while we're still alive and it's supposed to, we'll see.
Damn, are you planning
I'll
on
believe
dying
it.
over the next couple of months, lady? Holy
With
shit.
I don't know if they're you know what I mean? It could be like the release date, like, well, actually, it's gonna come out
Haha,
in
just
December,
kidding.
Christmas time. Well, actually, it's gonna. No, I think it's really coming out. It's just it's such
Yeah.
like a meme at this point. Like, is it really gonna come out though? We'll
Yep.
see.
With
Well,
how
how it
many
is.
times it got delayed, I understand why people are so, skeptical and think that it's going to get delayed. I think that they do though have the opportunity to do the funniest shit possible and release it in September because literally every game in the history of the existence of the world is coming out in September and the beginning of October. Now, of course they're not actually going to do that, but I would have, you know what? I would have given them props for that.
Yeah, a
Um,
quality troll on their part, huh?
that would have been very, very good. But yeah, I get that only 20% of gamers still buy physical. And so I get that it is very convenient for them to sell you a plastic box with a piece of paper on the inside, but that's just such a slap in the face. If I'm going out of my way to buy something physical, I expect to actually get that physical item.
Yeah,
I could just take one of my PS5 games that's sitting behind me and print out the GTA cover and stick the printed out slip in the front of the freaking box and say, "Look, guys, I have GTA 6 physical."
yeah. People will probably do that. I could
Probably.
see that, like trying to sell it on eBay to people that don't know.
Yeah, you see the Etsy sellers that are like custom GTA 6 box, and it's like $10 because that's all that you're really getting is the 10 is like the box that's worth $10.
Mm-mm.
It really does infuriate me though to see this. And
For that
yes,
price, like, come on.
yeah, they should of course be doing they should be going above and beyond, especially with how much money they're going to make on this. But this has already started a war on social media. There are some people that are saying, oh, it's perfectly fine that they're doing this. It's the most expensive game of all time. It's going to break the industry. It's going to break records. Like, this is truly a next gen game. And I do understand that line of thought because it is going to be the biggest game ever released. So I understand that. But at the same time, it was their choice to have a game be in development for 10 plus years, depending on when they actually put it into development. It wasn't my choice for them to put $2 billion into it. Nobody's forcing them to. And so it shouldn't be my job to either pay more or deal with content, whether that's your physical content and your physical disc or the additional digital content ripped away from me just because, well, guys, they really need to make this extra money. Like, that's just so scummy. And it really is so cope.
Yes. Yeah, it's but because they know they're just gonna make money. You know what I mean? It's GTA, right? So
Yeah.
they don't really it's like they don't care because they just know they keep pushing it back. Oh, we're gonna keep raising prices. Now you're not gonna get a physical copy. Oh, it's fine. They're still gonna buy it. And they're right. But
Mhm.
if this game is not I mean, who knows if they even plan on doing a 7 in well, 13, 15 years,
Well, we won't
whatever.
know because we're going to be dead.
You know, we'll
So,
be dead by 7. But if this does really bad, it's gonna be a bad look for Rockstar because this is their top one, right? Their top game. So we'll see if this makes people mad. Then do you think people will try and get like money back?
so I personally do not. And I think that I am somebody who is of the belief that Grand Theft Auto 6 is too big to fail. I think
Yeah,
that it is going to probably make $500 million in the first 12 hours that the pre-orders go up, and between now and release it'll probably make $1 billion in pre-orders. Now, they probably need, if all of the reports about the budget are correct, they probably need to make like $3 or $4 billion, which is insane to think about. I think, though, that they will make a lot of money on it.
they will.
But similar to what happened with Borderlands 3 to 4, Borderlands 3 was garbage, but everybody bought it because the first two Borderlands games were amazing. And so there was that trust, there was that love, there was that hype. And then when Borderlands 4 came out, it underperformed. It didn't make them the money that they wanted. They went through mass layoffs. And I think we would see the same thing happening here, where if it doesn't maybe hit quite their expectations, or if it faces mass backlash, their next game would not sell that strong. And their next game would be the one that would really take a lot of the damage. But I mean, hey, if GTA 6 fails, we're going to know in a month because Rockstar's just going to be freaking shut down. You can't lose
Yeah,
billions and billions
yeah,
of dollars and walk away from that.
it's true. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if this fails, this is it. Like, what else do they have?
Right, exactly.
Because this is the one. This
Um
is like their. You want to say this is like their firstborn, right? It's not, but I mean, like, it's so important. Like, was Bully the first game they did? Or was there
I
something
don't
before that? I know Bully was one of the first. I'm just
yeah.
saying GTA was probably the one of the first that
Which
really blew up, right? Everyone loved
uh
GTA.
so
Obviously like
yeah,
Red Dead.
GTA was.
GTA was okay. It
Yes.
was before Bully. All right, I wasn't sure if Bully was their first. So that's not. Yeah. So like this really is like their firstborn. Like if they aren't going to do justice for this one, then they can't be trusted to do well with other games.
Yeah. So it's like I mean now because they basically killed everything else off. GTA is, their biggest thing they're working on right now. We obviously do not know if they're going to continue Red Dead. There's been a lot of rumors and reports about that. Bully is like another one that they're, of course, really well known for. But the problem with Bully is that there was only ever the one game. And so
Yeah.
it's like a cult classic, and so many people know it and love it. But that's not something that they can bank on. And yeah, GTA is that's the only thing that they're focused on, which I do understand because I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is what, the second best-selling game of all time, or maybe it's now technically first. Um highest selling video games of all
This
time,
might
but
be maybe not a
yeah.
super hot take, but my favorite,
Yeah,
to me
okay,
the
so
best Rockstar
it
is
is
Red
still
Dead.
Tetris. It's still Tetris and Minecraft and
She's gonna
then
throw her
GTA.
computer.
Yeah.
Tetris,
I'm
no.
just double checking.
I
But
think
yeah,
that the Red Dead games are better than GTA. That might be a kind of a hot take. I know it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges, but I like the story so much with Red Dead. And I mean, Red Dead 2 is one of my it's like my favorite game besides, my nostalgic love for Donkey Kong 64. So, but I don't want them to be honest, I don't want them to continue Red Dead. I don't even care. I don't trust that they'll do a good job. And that's sad because that is something that they could make so many of just like GTA because they could
right.
make different stories, have different characters, doesn't even have to be connected to John or Arthur. But
Yeah.
I loved Red Dead Redemption 2, man. Such a good story.
Yeah. And well, we're probably not going to get another Red Dead at least for the foreseeable future. I mean, maybe one day we will if again this game like does what they were expecting and doesn't fail in any way shape or form. For me
Yeah.
though, like I think my issue is that I like GTA, but at the same time, and I've said this so many times recently, I have zero hype for GTA 6 because it's been so long and it's been delayed so many times that it doesn't feel real and we still haven't even seen gameplay. So, unless
That's
they
right.
better release gameplay
They
when they open
better.
up the pre-orders
Oh.
tonight cuz imagine if they didn't release gameplay for another freaking month. That would
Oh my
be
goodness.
so infuriating to me. Like, we all know the basics of what to expect. It's not like it's going to be wildly different, but I can't get excited for a game when there's no gameplay.
Call me
I guess some people
crazy.
are able to.
Yeah.
I sort of envy those gamers.
The people that live in that world of I just can't wait and I'm gonna love everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be must be nice to be so delusional.
Yeah.
I wish that could be me. But yeah, there's quite a war happening online already. Not particularly shocking. There's some people saying, oh my god, this game's gonna be insane. It's gonna be great. Of course, it's gonna be worth the money. Then there's people saying you'd all be pissed if a company like Ubisoft did this, but it's apparently okay if Rockstar does. And there's a lot of brand loyalty here. There's a lot of people that will forgive them no matter what because GTA was a very big part of their childhoods. Maybe it's one of
Mhm.
their favorite game series. I completely understand that. I completely get where people are coming from. But at the same time, if a Take Two and a Rockstar are going to have these many changes with this one game, the entire industry is going to change. It's not just this single game. This is industry changing choices that they're making with no real physical edition and $100 ultimate editions and then $80 games. Like I remember last year there were like journalists and analysts who were saying there were CEOs and leads of these companies that were so excited to see the pricing of GTA 6 because they truly thought this was going to be $100 standard game and then they'd be able to raise their games to $100.
That's that's insane, man. Rip gamers. I'm so sorry,
You have to
everybody.
be rich to be a gamer now, apparently.
It's time to go back to Tetris and tic tac toe and
I'm not a
Snake.
gamer anymore. Video games
I
fucking
give
suck.
I give up. I'm just gonna go play
No,
Uno.
I'm literally so good. I would rather never
I'm
play a video game in
so
my
good.
life again if Tetris was the only choice that I had. Like, no, fuck gamers. Gamers are stupid
No.
losers. Why would I want that? Uh,
No.
so yeah, not for me personally. I'll be a nerd and I don't know, fucking do math. Why not? Better than Tetris.
I have
Dog
to do
shit game.
math. I'm gonna add and subtract. It's more fun.
Yeah. Drew, thank you for the 9.99, 1 out of 10 of GTA 6. 1 out of 10. You know, it's gonna be funny to see what the scores for GTA 6 are gonna be because I still also believe that this game is so insanely hyped up. There's no way that it's going to meet people's expectations.
Probably not, because everyone's like, this is going to be the best one ever. I think personally, I like San Andreas. That's my favorite one. It was
Yeah.
interesting, but 5 was good. I liked the online play with friends for 5. I just
Yeah.
don't see. I feel like it's going to be very similar to 5, if I'm being honest. Just different story, and it's. I mean, a lot of we could argue that all the GTAs are like the same in some aspect because, of course, it's the same style of gameplay and everything. But I agree with that. I think this is just going to be people have because they made us wait so long as well. So it's like people are just so ready for it. So they're expecting this just like
Perfect
epic,
game.
perfect, nothing's wrong with it, but everyone's gonna find something wrong with it. So everyone's gonna complain. Everyone's complaining. I don't care who you are. You're gonna find something about this game that you don't like.
The bisexual lighting, guys. How can they do this? You haven't seen that
No,
online.
I haven't. What? Well, I've been busy, so.
But
to be
anyway,
fair,
thank you, Drew, for the 1/10 of GTA 6. Basically, with games like Kill the Justice League, right? You'll have the purple and pink and bisexual and troon lighting.
Oh,
But people
okay.
think that that lighting in this game means that it's going to be infected. I personally, look, I also, see certain colors matched together and my mind instantly goes there. But I'm not quite personally convinced that this is coded lighting messaging and that this is gonna be gay as fuck because of Troon lighting.
I don't because I think like that kind of lighting it makes me think of Noamski just said it. It's Miami. That's a color scheme. That's where I was going with. I'm thinking like a 80s Miami vibe.
Yes, like some of the
Yeah.
other Grand Theft Auto games, 100%. But
Yeah.
it's the way it goes. I know. Always be cautiously optimistic if you have to be
Yes.
optimistic at all. Otherwise, then just be a grifter and hate everything like we do. It works out better. Paul, thank you for the gifted membership. Much appreciated. Montesquieu, thank you for the 11 euros. The GTA 6 Deluxe Edition will come with controller support. I think maybe perhaps GTA 6 shouldn't release at all. I don't know if that's a hot take at this point. You know what? Just keep delaying it. Keep putting time and effort and money into it. Charge up $5 billion on it and then shelve that shit. I think that sounds like a really, really good idea to me personally. That we don't need any support. We don't need mouse and keyboard or controller support.
She's like, I just want to make everyone mad
I just,
and announce
you know
that
what?
I want this game
Yeah.
to just not actually exist.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't
Give
know.
me a remake of Twilight Princess and that's it.
Ding. What was that? Twilight Princess?
Yes, that's all you
I
want.
get why we're getting Ocarina remake first, and I get it, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. Give me what I want. Is it too much to ask for more Twilight Princess content?
No.
Dev, thank you for the 5. Since they're charging
He meant 100.
Oh, 100. Okay. I was like, what? But that makes sense. They may as well see what else will tolerate. Yeah. Like they know that this game is going to sell. They know that this game is going to make an insane amount of money, and they know that there are going to be people who refuse to pass on it. They know that there are going to be people that line up regardless. So they're like, we might as well do whatever we feel like, which is kind of sad and pathetic. But yeah. Am I shocked? Not at
No.
all.
Takes a lot to shock us.
Whatsoever. Yeah. Oh, and Dev says I backspaced over that to fix it and still messed up. That's okay. We translated it. It's no big deal. Deliberate, thank you for the 5. Going to run a D&D game today, so I can't stay long. Have a good show, ladies. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope that it goes well. Modern Dungeons and Dragons fucking sucks, so I hope it's not modern. Otherwise, you're fucking banned. Because modern D&D is dog shit.
You're banned.
You're banned. It's just that simple. Retromeister, thank you for the 10. Evening, ladies. I, for one, will skip on GTA 6 for 2 major reasons. One, 80 or more for a game without a physical release is a crime against games. And second, Rockstar still hates modders to this day. Yeah, they are really against modders. And I think that those are completely valid reasons to skip on it. Like if a company doesn't support, in this case, modding, and you're a big fan of modding, understandable, kind of similar to Capcom, they hate modders. And there's so many amazing games that release now that you can get for like $20 or $30 that charging 80 is it's a lot and it's a big ask.
It is. It
For
is, but
sure.
everything is going to go up, right? Well, the last GTA was probably what, like 50 or $60?
Yeah, probably 50.
Yeah.
But you know, we're we're dealing with Steam boxes for everything, for the whole kit and caboodle, the highest tier with a controller being after tax nearly $1,500.
Mm.
So, am I surprised to see that GTA 6 is 80 to 100? No, not particularly.
Nah. I'm not surprised though. We said that. We're like, it's gonna be like $100.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe it's surprising that you can get a basic version for 80 and that's not just $80. I mean $100, sorry, like just flat.
Yeah, definitely. John, thank you for the 20. Don't support shit practices. No guarantee these versions will be backwards compatible. Never mind the staggered PC release. Even still, the online component will be a dairy farm while their current online services get killed. Yeah, I mean, the thing, right, is that this truly is a it's truly the perfect storm for controversy because everything that we have heard so far has come with some sort of controversy, whether that is the lead character choices, whether that is the physical edition, the pricing, the staggered PC release, and we're still months away. So, unfortunately, like there are a million reasons to not buy it, and of course I'm not going to sit here and tell people to buy or to not buy something. You're adults, you can do what you want with your money. But yeah, they truly have done a great job at doing their worst job possible.
You are really good at being bad at your job.
Yeah, you're bad and you should feel bad.
Yeah.
Just that simple. And thank you for the 50 pounds. Oi, women folk.
Oi,
Oi.
man, person. I don't know. I'll say folk, but you're
I
one
was
person.
like, where are you going with that? So
I don't know.
confused.
I don't know. When Ian's in chat, everything messes up. Everything goes askew, you know?
Yeah. Askew, you mean?
Yep. See?
Yep.
See? I don't know what I'm saying.
Hey, it's all right. A for effort, Wicked. I'll give you a pass.
It's okay. It
on
was
that.
a typo.
Yep, it was a typo. Just not typing and talking. But thank you for the 50 pounds. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Jose, thank you for the 199. Only pick one to play GTA 6 or Zelda. I mean, is it even a fucking choice? I'm sorry. I gotta keep it a buck. I would sacrifice GTA for like half of the games in existence. I've just gotta be honest. GTA is good, but also GTA for me has never been a I don't know, super nostalgic series, right? Like I didn't play every GTA a billion times, whereas Zelda, it's like that's fucking Zelda. That for me was always better than GTA. I really don't have to stop and think about
That's not
it.
a hard one.
Yeah, you'd really have to be like, oh, would you rather, I don't know, From Software games or Nintendo games? Because then, well, I would need to like do a mathematical breakdown on the amount of time that I put into all of these games. That one would be hard, but yeah, Zelda's the obvious no-brainer. And we don't even know when OOT is going to come out. They said 2026, but
they showed gameplay of that one, right?
nope. We saw Link sleeping on his bed.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's it. That's all that came out. Oh,
Yup,
goodness.
that was it. So probably, I would assume at the end of November, but they should be super fucking based and release it the same day as GTA. I'm sorry. I know where my loyalties lie. I don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, thank you for the 7 months. I love you too. Thank you for your services. Well, thank you for your
Thank
support.
you.
Appreciate it. Matthew, thank you for the 5. What about PlayStation verifying digital license for purchases made after March 2026, GTA being on digital on all fronts? I mean, yeah, I haven't even really thought of that. The digital license situation though, it wasn't I don't remember exactly what it was. Well, I mean, I remember what it was because I had talked about it, but I don't think that we've heard any sort of updates on that situation though. Have we?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Um the problem, which is with basically every game now, right, is that every single company wants you to be online all the time. And so it is unfortunately going to be that way for like every game going forward. Um, but I haven't heard any other update about it. Yeah, just what we had heard back in March. Uh, the online check-in was only once for certain games with these certain online only restrictions. So, I mean, if you download Grand Theft Auto 6, that's probably going to be your login, especially with a game like that that's going to have day one patches that people are probably going to want to be, logged in to get. But yeah, there's been no confirmation on if you need to log in to download it. I would kind of assume so though, especially where when you have the physical, right, it's not a disc anymore, so you have to download it from the storefront. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you. Mark, thank you for the 10. What they should do with GTA 6 is to have a cutscene with Sheriff Grady Judd in a mission or two in Polk County. FYI, Polk is just northwest of the Miami area, and this would be low-hanging fruit. You know what they should do? It's like I said before, they should cancel GTA 6.
So the Polk County sheriff was the one that, like, during all that BML stuff was like,
Yep.
yeah, in case anyone doesn't know, he was like, we'll just run you over if you're in a way, pretty much.
Yeah.
In case anyone needs clarification on that one.
Do you think that they're going to actually have pride parades that you can't drive through?
Listen.
There's been so much debate about it where, oh, there's going to be pride parades, but you can't drive through or you can't pull out weapons. Do you actually think that they do that?
If they do that, I am going to laugh because it's the equivalent to me of like when you make a post on like X or something and you turn comments off. We're going to put this in the game, but you can't react to it at all.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I think it would be really stupid.
Yeah,
and
it'd be very silly.
It would make them look really pathetic if they decided, you know what, we're just going to add this, but we're also not going to let you do what you want, because you just know then for a fact that people are going to find other ways to do things like that and like make a bigger deal out of it than it needed to be. And so, sure, of course, there are going to be some videos online of people driving through the parades, but after a couple of days, it would just go away because people would be like, okay, that was funny because these clips blew up and got like a little bit of attention, and then that would be it. But I do also understand the argument that Rockstar now is very different from the Rockstar of old, and they have a lot of activists that work there and a lot of lunatics who only, of course, have their own, sexuality to focus on, and they want to be represented and they don't want anybody to be mean to them.
But they can be mean to you, don't forget.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Who cares if they're going to be, mean to you? You don't matter.
Yeah, if they do that, I guess we just have to see, right? I think it'd be better to just not put that in the game.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but
You're crazy.
I know.
All right, let's talk Supergirl. So this movie is finally releasing.
Yeah, she is a queer icon, guys.
Slay queen. I'm queer now. This is a
Oh, good
movie that
lord.
neither of us have had a lot of hype for. I don't think a lot of
No.
people have had a lot of excitement for. And over the past few weeks, we have definitely seen the lead actress be as insufferable as possible. She has said that she is honored by fans' queer readings of Supergirl. She has, attacked people that are Christian dads. She has said that Supergirl is a queer icon, but today the movie came out in theaters for the early fan fest screenings. I know they have a specific term. I think it's something along those lines. Full release is tomorrow. And, well, not that I take critics very seriously, but they are giving it a 57%.
Even they're not kissing the butt of this. So she's clearly went to the school, the Rachel Zegler School for PR, because wow.
Well, I think that's
I
just no school. That's like listening to the TikTok girlie say, Slay, queen, don't let the men bring you down.
true. Because it just seems it's so like I wasn't hyped for this movie at all. But then she started talking, and I'm like, now I like really don't want to see it. Like I just
Yes.
really don't want to waste my time. I feel like it's gonna be just so bad. And that's it's I just don't I still don't understand who this is made for because I mean she said she doesn't want dads, specifically Christian dads, right? I guess if you're not a Christian, it's okay. If you're a dad and you want to go see this movie for whatever reason, she decided to throw that in there. Okay. But so it's not for the male audience, right? Like she's not going to be for the male gaze clearly because of the way they have her looking. And then, like I would say like Gen Z women, like the younger generations in Alpha, they don't really like drink much. I know there's been
No.
statistics done and they're not like how the millennials or Gen Xers were like going out and actually drinking. So like, okay, her being like a drunken mess isn't going to relate to any of them. I don't think it's
Right.
gonna relate to millennial women really either. So I don't know who this is for. And I found it hilarious that Ulta is sponsoring. Like I seen a thing like an ad for like
Oh
the
yeah,
Supergirl makeup at Ulta. I'm
Ulta.
like, she ain't even like wearing makeup.
I saw OPI as well, which is
Yeah,
nail
nail polish.
polish.
Yeah.
It's very strange to me the level of, well, I guess it's not strange, right? But the level of coping that we're seeing, being like, oh my God, they've already made $100 million. That's not the way that this marketing is working. They don't just magically get to say they've made $100 million on it. They're basically saying that it's $100 million in like free marketing and these partnerships and whatnot. But it's not like a one-to-one, obviously. Um, but man, I mean, look, when the critics give something a 57%, that generally means that people are either going to absolutely love it and it's a 10 out of 10, or they are going to absolutely hate it and it is a 1 out of 10. And well, I don't see a way that this is going to be a 10 out of 10 because I've heard from people, that we would generally agree with, like Chris Gore saying it is, yeah, just not a good movie. They didn't know anything about this character. They had source material, didn't actually utilize it. They didn't care about making a compelling Supergirl story. And I always thought that it was very strange that they were going with Supergirl at the start of the DCU because obviously Superman, I 100% understand, but Supergirl, this should be like a little spin-off movie, not their big summer release.
Yeah. Agreed. And it's wow, it's doing pretty bad. Also, Jeremy Johns, you can usually tell because I generally agree with his takes on stuff, and you can tell by his thumbnail whether it was good or not. And
Yeah.
he's like he looks a little bit disgusted in the thumbnail for this review, kind of like more like what was that? It just seems like it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do. Weren't they trying to get this to do better than Superman? Right? Like they
So they didn't say that, but one would assume that they wanted it to do at least similar because Superman had a budget of $220 million and this had a budget of $180 million. And so that's not that far off. It's not like we're talking
No.
about 100 versus 250 million. So clearly you would think that because Superman made 630 million in theaters, I believe, worldwide, that they would want this to also make like maybe $500 million in theaters. And there's no shot that that's going to happen.
Absolutely not.
And they also have a lot of competition because Toy Story, like Toy Story week 2 is most likely going to do better than Supergirl opening weekend, which is just so hilarious to me.
It is. I'm gonna check real quick because I'm just curious to see if it even sold out. I'm gonna look at City Walk, Universal.
Cool. Yeah, I know
Um,
around here, in ye old Boston, there are some of like the fan fest screenings tonight, and I mean, even half the theater wasn't even sold for tickets.
4 p.m. showing.
Yeah.
There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 seats taken, and that's it.
Whew, that's a pretty good fucking number. I mean, that to me sounds like they got a hit on their hands. Holy shit.
Okay, there's a little more. There's about 20 for the 6:45 showing.
Oh, that's
And
even
then,
better. Oh my god, it's going up, guys. It's
eh,
it's doing well.
and then for the 9:30 showing, which is like the late crowd, there's about 20.
Wow, that is pretty good. My god.
That is
Supergirl is
insane.
soaring into a theater near you.
Now I'm checking Friday, and Friday is the same. It's almost worse because it's a Friday. That's bad. Oh my
Whew.
gosh, yeah. Whew. More people went to go see Mando and
Congrats.
Grogu. Okay.
Oh, no, not
Oh
that
no.
stupid movie.
And Spider-Man is already sold out at City Walk.
And that's
And that's
still
in
like
a
a month
month.
away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just
Yep.
goes to show people's
Dang.
people's priorities here. And look, I think that a Supergirl movie could work. I just think though that the trailers have not shown her growing as a character, which is a big hang up for me because obviously you can have a character start off being a really crappy person and have PTSD and just being a piece of shit, but they have to go through the hero's journey and she
And
doesn't
rise
appear
above it.
right, she doesn't appear to be doing that. Like it doesn't look like she's making a clear transition through the movie, not to a man. Now I question if Millie Alcock's even a woman at all. But transitioning into being this heroic character that she should be to be able to compete with Superman.
Yeah, and it does not help at all, right? Like, say there were some people like we and you both kind of gave like it was like a 7, 6, whatever on Superman. I don't remember, but we
I like
didn't
how you said that 7-6
I
instead of
have to
the
say
other
it
way
backwards
around.
because I'm so
Yeah.
tired of it. I can't even say it myself. My mind won't allow it.
Yep.
But anyways, like that's what we gave it, something like that. I think we both maybe did a 6. I don't know, but we didn't absolutely hate it, but it definitely wasn't nowhere near like a great movie.
Yeah.
But there were people that liked it, right? So think of those people that are like, okay, I'll go see Supergirl because I liked Superman. And then
Yeah.
the trailer is showing Crypto peeing on him, on his face, on the newspaper. Like they're bringing him down. Like she's nothing like him. He's a hero and she's whatever. Like that's just so lame and boring. So the people that would want to go see this are going to be annoyed at that. Like, why are you crapping on Superman? And then people like us are just like, this is just stupid all the way around. This is going to be worse than Superman. So again, I'm struggling to figure out who the audience is. Like, who is this for?
It's for them to know and you to wonder.
Apparently,
Apparently.
yeah.
But the problem
Well
with that
said.
is that I don't know if they know. Like I gotta keep it a buck. If Caitlin Kennedy here is their target audience, I don't think that this movie is going to, do super well. Like if Caitlin
So
Kennedy
judgy, zooming in on her
is
face.
yeah, I mean, shit, if I could zoom in more, I fucking would. Rotten Tomatoes trash ass platform won't let me zoom in anymore. If Caitlin Kennedy here is the target audience, I think that they should have known that this movie probably wasn't going to make money. Because sure, Caitlin Kennedy shows up because she's getting fucking super bucks and she's getting merch discounts and
Yeah.
she can tell the two people that she knows in her life. But besides that, like the people who aren't clearly shills and getting paid to go watch it don't give a fuck. So making your movies appeal to the queer community, it clearly isn't working out for all of these studios who do it all the time.
Yeah. It's made for, I guess we might have figured it out, right? And now maybe this is going to be harsh because I don't know her, but just taking a quick look at just that review and her face, I'm going to
And her
say
face.
I'm just
That
gonna
is
go
very
on
important.
a
Oh, the
limb
Mary
and
Sue, a dog shit, fucking
okay,
trash
I
slop,
don't feel bad
feminist
now.
bozo,
I
brain
don't feel
dead
bad.
retard.
Okay, I take
That's
back. I don't
it.
feel bad at all for what I'm about to say.
Yep.
That's the target audience. It's the lonely women that come home after work, and if some poor animal like a cat is misfortunate enough misfortunate enough, we'll say that. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm using it, to have to live with someone like that. That's their baby. That's their like best friend. And they're gonna, pour the little cup of wine and be happy that, they were included in something. That's
Yeah.
who it's for. The lonely ladies that are like, you know what? She's imperfect. My life is just a little bit better than hers. So this is great. That's who it's for. We figured it out. Thank you, Caitlin.
We did. We did figure it out. We also figured out that apparently this person has a locked down X account because they went to Blue Sky. My
Yeah.
God.
I don't feel bad now. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's not nice to just like
No.
judge people like
It-
that. But
who
then as
gives
soon
a
as you
fuck?
clicked on her profile, I'm like, well,
Yeah, it's wow. This is
we are
the person
detective.
that
Look
gave
at us
it.
over here. We're like Sherlock Holmes.
This is the
We figured
person
it
that
out.
gave it a fucking 7 out of 10 and still thought that it had something going for it. So me, I'm gonna give this movie a 2. You know what? I'm a grifter. I don't even need to watch it. Guys, this movie's a 2. It's slop, it's trash. Don't even need to waste your time.
Nope.
There's probably better Supergirl fan films on the ye old interwebs, wink wink, that are of better quality than this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Supergirl.
You're gonna get blocked by her now. That happens to Vara every time.
Ooh, wait, I can message her. Hold on, guys. What should I message her? Hi, I love your content. Do you want to come on my channel? You want to come hang out?
I'm a
We
big
do
fan
a
of the Mary
girls
Sue.
only stream, slay. And then I send the SpongeBob retard rainbow meme to her. Racking up the amount of people that block me.
I feel like we just got a glimpse of Ryan coming out there.
I'm such a troll.
Yeah,
I
you
really
are.
am.
She might be worse than Ryan. Let's be real.
Oh,
We love
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Ryan doesn't even use X. Ryan doesn't troll people in their DMs. I'll troll you. I don't even care.
She's coming for you guys. Watch out.
True and real. But yeah,
Yeah, wee woo.
Supergirl. Wee woo. I wumbo, you wumbo, he, she, we wumbo. But Supergirl is seemingly doing super bad right now in terms of the initial scores that it is getting. Not that I trust the critics, but I do think in this case the critics are probably correct, and it probably isn't. It probably isn't going to be a super great movie all around. That's for sure.
Sorry, Caitlin. Your movie
I'm not
sucks.
sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't even care. I hope hey, there's 2 people that work at the Mary Sue still. You still working there? I'd be shocked if you were. Nightmare Cast, thank you for the 5. Hey ladies, hey Wicked. Vera tells us she has legs. Be we don't buy it. You mean but we don't buy it. Have you ever seen proof of her having legs? Ananta is my GTA 6.
I can't confirm nor deny it. I will have to let you guys know some other time.
Yeah.
One day I will spill the beans, spill the tea. The secret will come out one day.
Yep. But now, because she's not answering that question up front, I can pay her off and tell her to damage control PR for me. So
Yeah,
ultimately,
She
I still
doesn't have
win.
robot legs. If anybody told you that, it's a lie.
See? There we go. Joey, thank you for the 5. Hey, ladies, how you doing? Even I wouldn't touch the all
You
cock with
I had
mine.
to say it on Saucy. You have to say it.
Whoa. Anyways, shout out to the single
Whoa.
ladies out there. Listen, I gotta keep it a buck. I'm not convinced that Millie Alcock is a lady. I mean, I'm not, but that you would ever think of that, though, it's pretty fucking gay. Is Mark of Reality, thank you for the 11 months. I got my ticket for the opening of Supergirl in my area. Oh, congrats! You're gonna be the only one in your theater.
You had a whole theater to
Yeah.
yourself. That's great.
Damn,
A lot
you're
of
pretty
fun.
cool. Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but the seating map shows I get my own theater.
Yeah,
It's rough. It really is. Drew, thank you for the 17 months. Like and share the stream chads, the chads and the chuds. Unpleasant, thank you for the 2 from Dave. Gary's watching Supergirl tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna see Supergirl. But am I going to be the only person in my theater seeing Supergirl? No. No, I will not. Bilbo will be watching Supergirl with me.
in her private home theater.
Yep.
on her pirate
Legally private home theater. Don't fucking strike my channel down, Warner. Thanks.
Yeah.
Stay at home hippo. Thank you for the 2 months. I wonder if James Gunn's wife will be at third base with Lobo or someone in this movie. I think for me, the best part of this entire situation is all of the James Gunn jokes, because otherwise it's just depressing to see what they're doing with Supergirl in DC.
I wonder how long James Gunn's gonna last, because come on, Superman didn't do great. That was the one that was supposed to do great.
Yeah.
And it didn't. We know Supergirl is not even gonna go anywhere near what Superman made, which was not good. So what are we doing here? Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
Wasting money.
Yeah.
Just that simple.
Yes.
Retro, thank you for the couple of donations I see here. So the first one is Supergirl is officially the Captain Marvel of DC, and Melly Alcock's the new Brie Larson mixed with Rachel Zegler. I bet it will make between 250 to 300. I would agree with the 300 figure. I think that might be the highest that it gets. I do have to say, she's still not as bad as someone like Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler was...
Not yet.
I think, right. Well, that's the problem, is that she could be. I think Rachel Zegler was much more vocal and completely trashed the original material.
Yeah.
Millie Alcock is taking a little bit of a different route, where she's not straight up saying, oh, yes, we need to inject this content into this entertainment, but she's saying it's good if you see Supergirl as like a queer icon or a queer hero, which I get that they're not the same thing, but they still are both, of course, extremely cringe, and that her attacking Christian dads is really, really pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Very.
Yeah. And I'd rather rewatch Superman TAS with Karen Lobo in it. Brad Garrett's voice actor to Lobo was far more entertaining and hilarious compared to Jason Momoa. I like Jason Momoa. I do. I personally, though, will always choose, an animated series over a live action. That's for sure.
That's fair. Just with what we're getting. So.
Yeah, definitely. Chris, thank you for the 10. Supergirl marketing. She's messy. She doesn't need to be well kept or pretty just to impress men. Meanwhile, Ulta, shop here and you can be pretty and made up like Supergirl to impress men in your life. Yeah. How do you get a makeup brand and company sponsorship and not use makeup?
And she looks like she doesn't bathe either, so it's like, you want to look like Supergirl
Not
and
even
smell bad?
Dove body wash could sponsor that.
Yeah, that's true.
Matthew for the 5. They used the song Bad Reputation by Joan Jett for the trailer. Did you really think Supergirl would change as a character in the movie? I don't expect it anymore. I don't expect good storytelling, but I would like to be pleasantly surprised.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice to actually get good entertainment?
Shane. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's 17. That's a good one.
That is pretty good. Poncho for the 2. I call them femcells. Yep, that's them. And Mark, thank you for the 5. Caitlin Kennedy probably became a fan after she saw the Supergirl cup thingy. I wonder if it takes batteries. No,
Mark.
to
No.
jail. No, I finally forgot about that stupid sus-looking cup. We don't need to be reminded of that. Just a terrible design, though. Like, who would even want to buy that?
Oh my gosh. And the
It's so
if you
bad.
see on F&T, we showed it on Saucy. There's an edit where like I don't know where it was. It was some like movie theater where the guy like plays with like the flap for a second. It's real bad. And they had Dean Cain on for that, and he looked like he was gonna pass away.
Ah, why would you
That cup.
say that? I haven't seen that and I don't want to. What do you mean that exists?
It exists.
No.
Yes.
I hate social media. Fuck social media. This shit sucks. This is awful. If I just went to work at fucking McDonald's and put the fries in the goddamn bag, I wouldn't have to see this. I feel like there's no way. There's no way that somebody could have looked at that while in the process of it being designed and not seen how sus that it looked.
Yeah, I know. Just make it put a cape on it, or just don't have anything. Just have the Supergirl logo. Like you could have made a very simple, minimal cup that fans would have gotten because of But now they decided to put that it also looks like putty. Like some kid grabbed their mom's like Starbucks cup and just like slapped some putty on there. It looks weird
Yeah.
for lots of reasons.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. That's for sure. But guys, we have two sort of mini reviews to do tonight. We were going to talk about Obsession. Maybe we'll save it for next week just because we have House of the Dragon and Spider Noir to talk about.
Yeah.
But House of the Dragon, obviously, episodes coming out every single week. So we're going to be consistently talking about this show. Episode 1, though, of season 3 had finally released. Potential spoiler warning and spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen the first episode yet. Episode 1 of season 3 was originally supposed to be the penultimate episode for season 2. They were told a couple of days before filming season 2 that they had to cut off the last 2 episodes of that season. And so basically, this season is starting out with those episodes. We got the Battle of the Gullet for episode 1, and I thought that as a battle sequence, it was very cool. It felt very intense. It visually looked nice, and I did like it. But as somebody who knows the source material, as somebody who knows how important this battle was and why it needed to happen, I felt so disappointed with the setup surrounding it because if anybody does not know, this episode was basically supposed to show, or the Battle of the Gullet was supposed to show Jace, who is Rhaenyra's son. He was supposed to go out there and into this crazy, hectic scenario and save and protect his 2 younger brothers. And so he had, in the book, died as a hero and as a brave young boy who just wanted to protect his family and defend his family and his mother and his brothers, and that did not happen here. And so that is such a massive departure. Never mind when you add in Rhaena, who has this new dragon, who is not supposed to have this dragon because it should be a different character who they decided to not adapt, named Nettles. She is supposed to have that dragon, but not even supposed to be here, not supposed to be in this battle. And all of that together, for me, it killed a lot of the excitement that I had. Because again, like, just watching this episode as a standalone episode, it was action-packed, it looked pretty good, it felt intense, the pacing was good. But when you know of these massive changes, it is hard to separate the source material from this new fan fiction version.
Yeah. So that's King's advisors said the same thing. Like he hated this episode actually, and he's a big fan, read all the books. I'm someone who didn't read the book, so I'm like, this episode seemed fine. That her coming in with was a sheep stealer? Is that the name?
Yes,
Yeah,
sheep stealer.
sheep stealer. Was kind of like out of left field. I was like, why? Why did she do
Yeah.
this? She doesn't know like how to control a dragon, let alone this wild one that's like very just like unhinged in a way, right? So that was kind of weird. So I thought this was going to be like, I know it's Game of Thrones, right? So they kill people all the time. Like once they got rid of Ned Stark, that's when like no one's safe, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that Jace was going to live through this and that his cousin was going to die that he brought with him, and it was going to be this big thing because like he's the one like come with me, and he locks up his mom, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought was going to happen, and then I'm like, oh no, he's dead. All right, they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people were a little bit upset that there wasn't. It was supposed to be like hundreds of ships, right? And
It
it
was
was a
supposed to
little
be a
less.
lot of ships,
Yeah.
yeah, but the thing is, right, when you are adapting something as big as A Song of Ice and Fire, especially when, budgets are in a way limited, you can't expect as many, ships. Like if you want that many dragons, you also have to kind of sacrifice the amount of like ships and how expansive and extensive that it looks. Like I do get that, but there were supposed to be more dragons there because the dragon seeds, the 3 dragons that were basically sitting and waiting for Vagar, they were supposed to be at that battle as well,
Okay.
and they
All right.
weren't.
So okay, so it makes sense. Like me, somebody that now this is a good dynamic here. Like you didn't hate it, but you're somebody who read the books and you see where the mistakes were made.
Yeah.
I haven't read the book, so I'm like, okay, I thought this was fine.
Yeah, and that's the difference in perspective though. Like if I
Yeah.
had watched this as a standalone episode and I didn't know the material, I would say, okay, that was pretty action-packed, good way to start a season of a show. Started off with a bang, but yeah, unfortunately I can't look past it.
And it also felt like this, and I know this is how it was supposed to be, but without knowing that, this feels like how last season should have ended.
Well, it was supposed to,
It was
yeah.
supposed to, yeah. So this would have been a
Mhm.
great ending. So it's kind of like, okay, so we're getting like the big like cliffhanger finale for the first episode. And in true, like I hate to say this, but in House of the Dragon fashion, does that mean that the next episode is going to be boring?
So,
You know
the
how they do that sometimes?
thing
Like they give us a banger and then like they did well, the first season was great. It was last season that they did that where there was a couple like, oh, this is a good
yes.
episode. Then there was like 3 filler episodes, and I'm like, oh, okay, so Damon's at Herrenthal again. Cool. All right. What are we doing? There was a
So,
lot of that.
this is not technically a big spoiler for the next episode because it is not confirmed. We don't know if they rewrote from last season, but I will say that this episode was supposed to be last season's penultimate, so episode 9. And so the next episode was supposed to be the last episode of season 10, episode 10 of last season. And in that, again, we don't know if they changed the pacing because all of this might have been rewritten, but it was supposed to be the last episode, which should be next episode, Rhaenyra taking King's Landing. And
Okay.
that is how that season was supposed to end. So that might happen next episode. But then you're going to have 8 episodes of them doing fucking nothing and twiddling their thumbs in King's
That's what I
Landing
mean.
if that happens. Or they may have rewritten that. Because we obviously know from the trailers that that is happening. Like that's not a
Mhm.
big spoiler. Just depending on when it happens would be the potential like spoiler, I guess.
So what what are
So
you what was your thoughts on Aemond? Is this in the book? Does Aemond,
Smoochy, smoochy, Bobby.
yeah,
Bobby
Millicent that
dearest.
was like a like we know Millicent is not a product of
Allison,
incest.
yeah.
Oh, Allison. Sorry. See, I can't get their names right. Allison
It's
is
okay.
not I'll get it since I'm watching it again, right? Like I'll start remembering, but she's not a product of incest. However,
No.
Aemond is because the Targaryens have been doing that for years, so that's their thing. But I was like,
That was new.
that
That was completely new.
was not in the book.
No. So the thing is Fire and Blood, the book that this is based on, is
Sick.
more of like a history book. So it's
Okay.
it's not like tons of dialogue and scenes play by play. So there's a lot up to interpretation, but no, there was never any sort of like report or information on like Alicent and Aemon, getting it on with each other. I think that it's supposed to highlight that that he is much more twisted and demented than she actually thought that he was.
Yeah, that's true because
But it
she was
felt
not
very
ready for that.
weird.
It was. I mean, it was meant to be uncomfortable, and it totally was.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So yeah,
Whew.
overall, I didn't think this was a bad episode. I'm kind of worried that, since it didn't end this way, there's nothing wrong with, starting the season with a bang, and that's what they did. But I'm just a little worried that now what you said could happen. The next episode is like, ooh, she takes a good episode and then just filler. I feel like we're gonna
Yes.
get some filler and the reason I feel that way is because of season two. Season one was like good from start to finish. Every episode was good, and it was
Hmm.
like, okay. And from what I've heard, they kind of like followed the books more closely in season one,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
probably why. So yeah, it was season two because of the writer strike and everything that happened. It felt like a filler season because what is there, 8 episodes, 9 episodes? It's 8, right?
8, yeah.
8 episodes. So out of those 8 episodes, I feel like there was only like 3 really good ones. And it's
Right.
okay to have some slower episodes, but when there's only 8 episodes, you got to have at least like 5 of them like very gripping. I would say it's okay to
Mhm.
have 3 like, okay, good first episode, second episode good, put a little slower episode there. Next 2 episodes really good. Put a little filler in for that. Well, you know what I mean? Like space it out to where
Yes.
at least there's like 2 bangers and then one a little bit slower to keep people's interest peaked. And it wasn't an awful season, but it definitely did not hold a candle to season one. And then so with this one, I'm a little bit worried that they're going to do the same thing, where it's going to be just a lot of filler episodes where a lot of them just sitting there, like you said, at King's Landing, twiddling their thumbs, talking, not really doing any action. Like, just give us the dragons, that's what we want.
Mhm.
That's what we
I
need
mean,
here.
yeah, I completely agree, but
Hmm.
I thought it was an okay episode all around. Again, like my major issue with it was Jace's death because basically his I guess they're half brothers, the youngest of the kids that Rhaenyra has with Daemon, Aegon, and Viserys. They were supposed to be on a ship out in the bay, being taken to Pentos to
Hmm.
be like hauled away so they'd be safe. And then the Triarchy attacks the bay, and so that's why Jace goes out there and he ultimately dies. So he was supposed to die a very heroic death, trying to protect his brothers and his family. And now it's just like, hey, I decided to say, no, mommy, you're wrong, and I'm going to go out there. And I think that at its core, him going out there was not the incorrect move to make because they needed as many dragons out there as possible, and Rhaenyra didn't want any dragons to be out there, or she wanted to be out there.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just felt the the impact that it had felt very lackluster compared to the original story.
Yeah,
So,
and it sounds that way. Everybody loves. I don't know why they would change it because everyone loves that. A nice heroic death. People love that.
because they're stupid idiots writing fan fiction.
Yes, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah.
overall, if you guys haven't watched it yet and you're into House of the Dragons, you'll probably like this
Yeah.
first
And
season or
we'll
first
every
episode.
week we'll probably end up talking about the
Yeah.
latest episode a little bit. So, yeah, stay tuned. And really quickly before the end of stream, we're going to talk about Spider Noir because a couple of weeks
Yes.
ago, Wicked had watched, I believe it was half of it. We had talked about it a little bit, but now she's finally seen all of it. And I really loved this show. I thought that it was really good. I do think that the fact that they spent, if the reports are correct, $400 million on this was
Ooh.
absolutely insane. And there's no shot that this resembled a $400 million product. And I highly doubt with that price we're ever going to get a season two, which is very
Mhm.
sad to me. But I thought what was here was just really good. The atmosphere was amazing. The mixture of the villains was really good. A lot of compelling actors, and they did a really good job. High quality actors in this. I have now
Mhm.
watched it twice with black and white and color, and I love them both because, like, the stages and the club and the Cat Hardy scenes in color are so awesome, but they're in color, but the rest of it in black and white is really good. I thought that the mixture of the serious tone with some of the comedy was solid. And overall, I know that it is not the most accurate, like, Spider Noir Ben Riley story ever, but I thought that it was very unique, and I thought
Mhm.
that what was there was really fun.
Yes, I agree. I thought it was great, and like the noir was, it was so on point. Like this, it was almost campy how much they did with the noir, but it was. I mean, it's hello, it's better noir. Yes, thank you for the 50 pounds, Ian.
Thank you.
He like knew I was about to say it, so he had to make sure he timed
Noir.
that.
I say it noir,
I
so
say noir.
noir. That's
But
okay.
it was just so perfect, all of it, with that style. And something I personally loved so much was that they brought on Jack Huston or Houston, I don't know how you pronounce his name, for
Huston, I
is it
think. Yeah,
Huston for Flint Margot?
he's
Because
such a good actor.
he's a great actor. He was my favorite. He was Richard in Boardwalk Empire, and he was my favorite character in that show. So I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, because if you know him in Boardwalk Empire, he had like half the face, and he had like the mask on, and he was a lot thinner. He's more built in this. We'll say he was more scrawny, I guess, in Boardwalk Empire. So I'm like looking when his first couple minutes on like the screen, and I'm like, is that? And they started talking. And he has that almost like raspy voice that he has. And I was like, oh my, I was like, that is Richard. I have to look it up. And I was so excited for that. And they do some really good Easter eggs in this. Like when Kat decides to now this is a very Mary Jane thing. She does it in the animated series when he proposes to her. She jumps out the window so that he'll save her.
I love jumping out the
I
window.
don't know if you've seen that clip. It is so unhinged and hilarious. But Mary Jane does that in the
It's
90s
like in
animated series.
the Chris Reeves fucking Superman, how she
Yes, where
jumps
she
off of
does, yeah,
Niagara
exactly.
Falls, and she's like, "He's gonna
Exactly.
catch me."
Exactly.
So good.
So that, and then also kind of like you think of Gwen Stacy and the Andrew Garfield
Yeah,
Spider-Man when he actually, like, Ben actually saves her, right? So there's that aspect of that, him saving the damsel that decides to, jump out of the window.
hmm
And then the box that he has when he hides away his suit is the same box from Spider-Man 3 when Toby gets the like black suit out of the box. It's the
yeah,
same box. So that's a cool, like, I have to watch it again. I'm sure there's a few that I haven't caught. But just little things like that. It's like, yes, that's fan service right there. We all love that. Um,
exactly.
and Nick Cage, like, we know Nick Cage is a great actor, but you watch this and you're just like, yep,
I'm the
yep.
spider, Janet. Like nobody else would have been able to deliver that like those lines and that dialogue. I'm the spider, Janet. I love that shit. That was so good.
Yeah, and they had, I liked the mix of like the villains that they had, and the, just that the story was good about her trying to heal them. I loved the way they did that. It was
Yes.
very, very well done. There was not one episode I didn't like, and I know people were kind of like, oh, why they make Cat Asian, but I'm like, you know what? At least she was pretty, right? They could have cast like a Lizzo type or something. And
Yeah,
they
I
didn't,
think
so that's
that
good.
they
I think it was
picked a
fine.
very talented actress and still a
Yeah.
very pretty actress, and
Mhm,
so I think that she played the part well.
mhm.
So it didn't bother me personally.
No, it didn't bother me either. But it was great, and I agree with you. I'm sad that we're not going to get a season 2, but I'm going to decide to look at it this way. I mean, hey, it could happen, but given the price point, probably not. But
Yeah.
the way I'm looking at it is if we don't get a season 2, they wrapped it up. This was a great like one and done, one season of a series that people are going to talk about for a while and enjoy, especially Spider-Man fans and Nick Cage
Mhm.
fans. So at least we got that, right? Like we could think like they aren't going to mess it up because it's done and it was great. So if we get a season
Yes.
2, they might be like, "Oh, let's throw some of this in there, some of that in there." So I'm okay with it, but if they could, replicate it, like give us a second season with the same like just vibe and storytelling, that'd be great, but I'm okay with what we got.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather get less content than them take the content and change it or add something more modern to it later down the line. I think that though they should have released it on a weekly basis, and that would have helped a lot with fan
Ah,
theories and
yes, yes,
Easter
yes.
eggs. And especially if they had timed it right, they could have had the last episode released the same week that Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out, and so that would have also been really big for them. They didn't I think that that was a pretty big L, but I also think that they sort of didn't expect it to be viewed as like such a positive thing, like getting a 91 critic and users. That's a good score. So I think that they thought, "Oh, it's just going to do okay for us."
Yeah, probably. I 100% agree with that. I think these bigger shows, which obviously sometimes if it's something new like this, you're not going to know if it's going to be big or not, but they should be weekly releases because that's like it gets people talking about it. It gives people time to catch up. It's something like the water cooler conversation, right? Like after work or break, whatever, where
Yes.
you talk about like the newest show. We don't really get that anymore because people aren't watching stuff at the same time because everything's on streaming. So, but you get
Yeah.
even House of the Dragon, love it or hate it, people are watching it and they're talking about it.
Yep.
Same thing with
So,
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Like they're HBO is doing that correctly, if anything, right? That's what
it's
they're doing
true.
right, doing weekly releases. And I would love to see that make a comeback. Maybe not for certain things. There's like bingeable shows where it's like, oh, there's not much to talk about on this, but things like this, there's a lot to talk about. So
Yeah, I completely
yeah,
agree. But I really liked it. I thought
same.
after watching all of it, because I had to binge it all in one day, I
Wow.
had a feeling you were gonna really like it too, and
Oh
it
yeah.
definitely didn't disappoint. I'm a big fan of Nick Cage, though. I know he's kind of a bad actor a lot of the time, but it's just that I think for me, like I grew up watching a lot of movies like National Treasure, so he's sort of a nostalgic actor for me, and I just really like a lot of his work, even though it's always got quite a comedic spin to it. But I thought that he played a really, really good version of Ben Riley,
He
and
did.
yeah, I would like to see more, but I'm happy with what we got.
Maybe we'll see him in like a live action making like a cameo or something.
True,
It's
you never
possible.
know.
And one more thing before we end this. How cool was it? I didn't watch every episode in color, just a couple.
Mhm.
But his web being still like the black and white noir,
Oh,
that's cool,
yeah,
isn't
I
it?
really liked that.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. That was
Yes.
very, very cool. I would love to see, and I know that they wouldn't do this because obviously it would cost them way more. I would love to see maybe a fan edit of an episode where it goes in and out of black and white or color. So like when you walk into the club, it's all black and white, but then when Kat is on stage, it changes to the color, and then it changes back to black and white when you kind of are reeled back in to Ben's POV. That would be sick.
I would love that.
Yeah,
I
that
would
would be
absolutely love
sick.
that.
But we're not gonna get that, so
Maybe a
rip
fan
us.
edit, like you said.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody wants to do that, and wants to do it seamlessly, I'll give you $5 in a paperclip. Hope that
Wow, that paperclip
helps.
was probably worth a lot too.
Generous, I know. I will send you one strand of Bilbo fur, and then you can DNA clone Bilbo. Congratulations. But all right, before we wrap this up, Clint, thank you for the 5. What I hate most about the reviews is they celebrate Millie's take on Supergirl, I guess because they like her being so negative. Yeah, they hate the
Mm,
Christian dads too. And so they're like, "Yes, we're going to celebrate her and what she's saying." But then they say, "Well, the movie was just bad, but we like Millie." I don't think that she's a god-awful actress. I liked her in House of the Dragon,
mhm.
but maybe unfortunately she was a one-hit wonder and I only am ever going to like her in that one thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think so as well.
Yep. It's tough. And phrase, thank you for the 4.99. I entered a pun contest with 10 different puns but didn't win. No pun intended.
Ah,
Thank you for the 4.99. You're not getting me. I laughed a lot at the beginning of stream, but not anymore. No, no,
Corey got it all out of
no.
her, all the
He
laughs.
did. But all right, Wicked, what are your plans? What are you up to? What's new?
I'll be gaming now that I'm back home, catching up with that. I've been doing some retro gaming. The last one was True Lies for Super Nintendo, which I did not know existed, and it's a very fun like beat 'em up side scroller that will be that's on the list. So yeah, just some gaming and as always, saucy. Tomorrow, the midday mixer on the Drunk 3PO channel at 4. I know it's not really midday anymore, but we're not changing the name, okay? We changed the time, we're not changing the name. Yeah, that's what I got going on. That's it.
Nice. And of course, guys, all of her links are in the description in case you want to go and subscribe over there. This is a rotating show. So next week, we'll be live over on her channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. We are sticking with the 7 for a couple weeks, but seems like it went good tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I will be on WDW Pro in the afternoon at 12 in the afternoon. And then tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be live. We're going to be playing Star Fox because it's release day tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
so I highly doubt that they've added a bunch more content. So maybe in theory, if we're quick enough, we could play it all in one stream. We'll see though. Obviously, I'm not going to rush through a game that I want to enjoy. But I'll be
Mhm.
playing that tomorrow night, and then over the weekend we'll most likely go back to Adventures of Elliot and then finish that up. And yeah, the FML podcast every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Your rival, Wicked, of course. But yeah, all of her links are in the description. Had a lot of fun, of
Yeah.
course. I'm very grateful for you guys being here, for your donations, your support, for hanging out, and for stopping by.
Thank you.
And have a great rest of your evening, everyone.
Bye.